Welcome back at
It's
Welcome to what is this one?
okay. Dumb.
You're making the peak levels.
I'm sorry. We're making the peak levels.
Peak.
If Kurt makes the peak levels peak, it even harder.
This is a
Why would
Reflections
it-
podcast.
A rough reflections.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't even.
Is that gonna work?
Take it. You're in.
Reflections podcast.
All right. What's
Going on.
What's going on, guys?
going on?
It has been 5 months since we got together to film a Seeing Double. Seeing Double.
Has it really been 5 months?
It has indeed.
What the
last
fuck?
last time we
last one
filmed
we
was
did was-
October.
Injustice?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been
okay.
a while. It's been a while.
We've been
Okay,
doing
so
other things.
we've been doing other
We
things,
finished
living
a
life,
season.
paying bills.
Music artists take a year sometimes to pull out another album.
There you
so.
go.
They do 12 songs and they
Hey,
release the
filmed
album.
for a whole hour,
That's true.
so 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
we only show 10 minutes of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 3 minutes a song, like 12 songs, only 48 minutes. So if
There
you
you
really
go.
think about it.
I thought this was
We're
a
making
more
collection.
work than
We're
any.
making way more content.
Yeah, any
Than any
person
artist.
that's ever made an album.
Fuck all these
Plus,
artists.
even
up
in our
here.
content, we make albums.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
We're gonna make an album
we're doing
today,
double
Yeah, exactly. Make some albums
Bro, we put
on
out
the
we,
show.
we put out last year. We put out 40 albums. Did you know that we put out 40
Is
albums?
that much seen double yet?
Yeah.
Every single one. Same fucking
Put out
joke.
40 albums in 1 year, and they're talking to us about quality. How about quality and
How
quantity?
about quantity over quality?
Yeah.
Any day of the week.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're doing.
How about
That's all we do.
quantity? All right, so that's actually what I wanted. Perfect segue. Thank you, Simran. So what I wanted to talk about
It's
was
a new album, though.
Yeah, exactly. New
We're
album, no, we're gonna-
transitioning over to music.
No, I was gonna say is if this is gonna be a hobby, at least for a bit, or like for the next little while and stuff, and we all get together, I was thinking is like even if we put out less content, but we try harder in making it really good. Cause the thing is, if it's we want it to be our job and all that, then you have to be like quality and quantity if you work at fucking super hard at it. But we've already understood that as of right now, we can only dedicate like a day a week to it, maybe 2 days if it's a good week.
But that's
like,
still time, though.
What?
Like, you're just saying do less videos, but make them better, but that's
Yeah.
still putting in time to actually do stuff, and we don't put in time to do stuff. That's our problem with it.
No, I know, but I'm saying is like the stuff that we're doing, like
Yeah.
so you know how we're like front desk, for example, like we got how many, like we in the last 1 year it's 2 seasons,
Yeah.
right? And we've written, filmed, and edit, right? Like you guys are writing, filming, producing, editing, getting it all done, and like it's almost you guys have almost put out 2 seasons in 1 year.
Yeah.
Right? What I'm saying is, like, we fucking make the episodes, like, we put more quality into it, and fucking, like, if that means that we have to, like, instead of filming for, I don't know, like, maybe do 2 days of filming for 1 episode as opposed to, like, pushing through one episode on a day. Like I'm not saying add more days in. I'm just saying is put, like,
Take even longer to post stuff.
yeah, but I'm saying is, but make it really good
So
quality.
instead of 5 months, we'll
Well,
take
for
10
that
months.
specific example, spreading filming over 2 days is rough because it's like you have to make sure you're wearing the exact same clothes 2 days in a row.
Okay,
you
yeah,
gotta time all that shit.
Okay,
It's like-
yeah.
Honestly,
it's honestly
no,
it's
like,
easier if we spend more hours on that one day doing it than trying to spread it out over 2
Sure,
days,
sure, and then
right?
or yeah, we can even get together. We can even get together, like once every once every 2 weeks and on like a super long day,
Yeah.
as opposed to like getting together every week and then like we fucking like rush through it or whatever. The thing is, like I was looking at the front desks and the Seeing Doubles and stuff, and I was looking at it and I'm like, this shit is fucking hilarious. I know I watch it and I'm like, this shit is really funny. But would I watch it if I wasn't me knowing you guys? Not a fucking chance. Like if
Aw.
I look but that's
Thanks.
here's the thing though, and I'll be 100% honest. I literally went back and I was watching it because we just posted a new episode, and I was looking at it and I'm like, this shit is really funny, but I know that a lot of people aren't giving it a chance because it's the quality itself of the video isn't up to par with the fucking writing. And
So
like
he's mainly talking about like color correction, ISO, like all those like
yeah,
kind
well,
of technical
like technical
things.
stuff, but like from
Shot.
and even the audio. So like I'm listening to the audio, and it's like one camera. It's like fucking just like sounds beautiful because it picks up the audio perfectly, and then like literally like the next shot, and it's you and Sadi talking together. So it's like you talking perfectly fine, and then Sadi talking, and it's like, and it's like in the background or whatever. And then there's a shot like of you and Sadi talking, and you it's like a fucking perfect like high-end HD clear like super whatever shot, and then it pans over to Sadi for his line, and it's like yellow, and it's nothing like the same, and it just completely takes you out. But anyways, I'm just saying is because I know you guys and whatever, I watch.
I love gauging Kurt's reaction.
Yeah, like I no, but that's the thing is because like I watch it and I'm like I fucking think this shit is fucking hilarious. Like, I actually watch these episodes and I'm like watching on my phone while I'm taking a shit or whatever, and I'm like this shit is fucking hilarious. But would I give it a chance if somebody else made it on YouTube? I'm like no, I wouldn't. Like I would look at it and for like 3 seconds and be like damn, like I'm next. Like like the only stuff we watch on fucking YouTube is like high quality shit. And I get that. Like I get that this is like like you have to start out somewhere and all that stuff. But it's like I feel like we're so before, anyways, not anymore. But before we were so focused on like pushing, and then eventually like we understood that like this isn't like right now. Anyways, this isn't like fucking a job. We're not gonna be putting in 37 days a week, right? We're gonna Gary Vee. No, we're gonna be putting in 1 day a week. If that, like everyone's fucking busy and shit. So I'm like, I would rather make something quality. If this is gonna be a hobby for all of us together, I know that like Kurt wants to, like like this is like the dream, and for Zach as well. But like that's
also
art.
like just to build off that, like Kurt is putting in the most work. He's editing and doing all that stuff. So like, I understand like us coming in and being like, hey, we wanted more quality, blah blah blah. But like.
But that
we're
doesn't-
not the ones putting in the work at the same time.
True, but
But like, no, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. 'Cause
Oh, no, no.
I too, like I've complained about the audio for so long, but it's also like, if I care so much about the audio, I should personally try to figure it out.
for sure. But the editing part, Kurt's doing a fantastic job. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with the editing of it. Like that's what I'm saying. It's funny, like the way it cuts and all that. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm saying is the audio quality and the video quality.
Okay, wait. So just how do you fix that? How do you fix audio quality?
we
We're at the gym. We're filming. How do we
Honestly,
fix
a
that?
lot of it is we're gonna have to invest in shotgun mics and other things like that. But
yeah, so it's in money. Like,
it's
do
money,
you want to
yeah.
put money into it?
I mean, you
or
know
we
what?
can go
I'll-
at different
right?
times. Like when
I can research
But
it, and
different
maybe
times-
if we all chip in, it might be cheap enough. Like if we get 2 of them, but what?
And even like video quality, it's like we have 2 different cameras
Yeah,
that
yeah, I
film
know,
in
yeah,
different
that's-
ways.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, and
So
they're
the only way to
that's
solve the
problem,
video
yeah.
option is you get another camera that's,
that's
exactly
exact
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's also money,
Money, yeah.
right?
No,
so
it is.
It's
Well, we can't solve that issue obviously right now, but like, is there a way to like? Because you said the person you talked to is talking about like matching the ISOs and stuff. Like, I know it's not.
Oh yeah. So like
Oh, it's not the same,
one of the things that we can do, and this is on us, but like we all have to whatever, is to learn how to use the cameras properly. Like it's on. Sorry, what? Oh yeah, it's on us to like me. I was fogging up.
Yeah. Hot box.
That's it. But it's on us, me, like Zach, you, right, to like learn how to, actually like know the settings, aperture, this, that, like, because
And know what they do.
know what they do and stuff, like, and that's gonna take time. That doesn't take money. That takes time, and we actually learn how to use it properly instead of just like fucking. Just being like, all right, fuck it, like let's just film it because we're like, running out of time or whatever. Like we have that shit set up. We learn how to actually use the camera properly, and then even then, it's not gonna be the exact same, but it'll be as close as you could get.
But I feel like, don't you guys know how to use
No.
the cameras? No, I'm like pointing at like, don't you know all the stuff for the cameras anyways? I think
But
like the problem has always been we have 2
to
different
functionally
cameras.
use it like in every setting that we do, I don't think I know enough. So like it's on me in terms of like I should research more in terms of if I'm gonna be helping with the camera.
yeah.
Like I think everyone can say that. Like Kurt, I think knows the most.
Yeah, oh for sure.
And like this is not a dig on Kurt at all, because you obviously put in all the work for editing and like you're using whatever we have to make these episodes, but. I mean, like, I'm down. We should put out as much content as we should. I agree, even if it's bad. But we should also, like, at what point do we kind of take that step of, like, hey, let's try to figure this part out? And, like I've been saying, that does fall on each of us if we care that much
think-
about it, let's figure it
Yeah,
ourselves
I
and
think-
bring that to the table.
I think it's a fine balance of quantity and quality. It's like fucking getting 2 seasons of Front Desk out in 1 year is fucking phenomenal. Like I'm surprised that you guys have been able to and one episode co-written. No, but I'm surprised that you guys have been able to fucking produce, write, film, and edit almost two full fucking seasons in 1 year. That's amazing.
I kind of treat each season kind of like a semester of film school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We just kind of learn something. Each
Yeah,
time, or-
exactly. So like I don't expect season 3 to have a higher jump like all of a sudden, but like maybe season 3, hey, let's pay more attention to audio this time, or hey, season 3, let's do that stuff. Like let's try to figure out
Yeah.
how to match, settings better.
and if that means less time, less episodes and more time put in, or something like, and like higher quality, but like shorter episodes, like or like not long length episodes, or not as many episodes, so that we can put more time into whatever the fuck it like. Because the thing is, I just don't think that like it's a disservice, because the writing and the quality of the content that's in the episode is funny, and it deserves to be seen. But I know that a lot of people don't watch it because it's
I can understand that part of it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
I
like
can
when we watch it, we already know
Yeah.
that sometimes it's going to be jarring when the audio like
Switches
the
and
levels
all
switch
that
or
stuff.
whatever.
Yeah,
We
I
know
know,
that going
yeah.
into it, so when we watch it, we can watch it the whole way through, and if it happens, we're like, oh, that's fine.
yeah.
But somebody completely new that experiences that for the first time, they're like, what the fuck
Fuck.
just happened? Like,
Yeah.
why? Okay, fuck this. I'm not gonna finish this. This is like bad.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, right? I get that. But at the
It's
same
how
time,
to fix it. Yeah, that
yeah, like
that,
the fixing part of it is, to me, the immediate solution in my mind is like money. You buy the shotgun mics,
Yeah.
and even then, you're still gonna have
No, we'll still have some
like noise
Yeah.
around you,
For
and you're
sure.
still
You're at
gonna
a
have
fucking
shit
gym,
that fucks
of
your shit
course,
up,
of
right?
course.
You can't unless we rent out the gym and kick
Yeah.
everybody out for
No,
like an
fuck
hour.
that,
You
obviously.
see
but,
even more
there's-
money, right?
There's
It's
even
like-
instances where it confuses me too, because it's like, okay, we shot this in the same scene on like the same
Yeah.
time.
How
but
is
the
it-
two different
Yeah.
shots?
Yeah.
It's like, why is the audio so different
Yeah.
in these two? Like you hear like, and then like the other person's talking, it's like normal. I'm like, okay, it might just be placement of where we're putting it,
Yeah.
the mic. But
It might
still-
also be location, right? Like if
Oh,
we
we already know it's a really
maybe
tough
maybe
location.
your answer to doing higher quality stuff is doing something else.
Yeah.
That's somewhere else. That's not in an area that makes all that noise.
All right, so
But
welcome back to skits.
I'm specifically just like I'm just commenting on the audio part of it. Like the video part of it, I don't know. Like I don't know much about cameras.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
doing the ISO whatever and learning that stuff is gonna fix any of that. But at the same time, all of it comes back to like if we're even not doing the stuff that's easy,
Yeah.
and we're talking about doing quality stuff.
No,
How are we gonna
it's-
get to the quality
it's
stuff? We're
definitely-
not doing the easy shit,
It's still
which is getting
fixing
there
that
every week
part.
and doing it,
Yeah.
right? So like I like
But
I
so-
appreciate the fact that you're talking about quality and I understand what you're trying to say. Whereas like people aren't gonna watch the stuff that we're putting out now, kind of thing, because it's not as good as stuff that's already out there.
yeah.
But if we're not even getting the stuff that's out now,
Yeah.
then how are we gonna do the
No,
stuff that's better?
valid.
So
like,
Right?
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like now that we know that we're not going to be putting in as much time, and we've like all
No,
come
but
the
we have to
conclusion-
put in more time. If it's quality, you have to put in more time.
Well, here's what I think.
You're putting out less videos,
we
but
need
you're
to-
still putting
yeah.
in the same amount or more time than a lot of videos.
Okay, but so if we put in 30 hours a month,
Yeah.
1 hour. Not 30. Okay, let's just say 30 hours a month.
Yeah, so
And you put out fucking 5 vids or 6 vids a month.
Okay.
And you put in 30 hours into those, like whatever, filming or whatever. If you make 3 vids a month, because again, this
but
is
my point is that we have to put in the 30 hours.
yeah.
Whether we do 5 or whether we do 1.
Okay, well, we have to-
but
we
we
have
don't
to
even put in
solve-
the 30 hours.
We have
So
to
how
solve
are we
the
gonna?
time issue.
The 30 hours is just an arbitrary number.
I know whatever number you pick though, we have
yeah.
to put in that many hours. Like,
course,
and
of course,
How
but-
many hours have we put in this month or last month?
Yeah.
Right? It's
There's less days.
I think our fundamental problem has always been
Time.
how much we want to put into
No,
it.
for
I'm
sure.
guilty of it too.
Yeah.
And I can talk about, it's a problem, blah, blah, blah.
course.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to go home and I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Because that's just my mindset
So that's
right
the thing
now.
is
and
we've
yeah.
all like that conclusion that we came to like a couple of podcasts ago where we're like, yeah, this is what it is now. Like
Yep.
it is a hobby thing. I think that's really healthy and it's really good. And so now we work from there. It's like, okay, if we're only gonna put in 1 day a week, right? It's like we gotta find a way to balance now quality, quantity, everything, and like also like care. Like for me at least, I want to care more. So I'm gonna like fucking go and try and learn about ISO and this and that because it's like shutter speed and aperture and all that. Because I'm like, you know, like when we were filming the scary episode, And I'm like, Zach, like, do you know how to fucking this? And then he's like, no, do you? And I'm like, no. Then we're like, fuck it, let's just film. Just
Okay.
throw it on manual and just
I think a
record.
part of it is like, okay, for sure, the biggest issue we've had like consistently is we don't put enough time in.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we definitely need to figure that out still, and that's been a constant issue. But it's more of a like, let's try to work smarter now instead of like even harder. Like, I don't know, like I want to work harder, I want to meet up more, but like I personally should be learning how to do these settings, or I should know what I'm doing with the camera if I'm going to be having to switch off from acting to filming, you know, like, so this is like mainly I'm putting on myself more so. Just like if I want the quality, I gotta see it, and you guys have heard me personally say this before, but I don't know. It's just like
We gotta
at some
like,
point we do have to care about like the quality of it and how people like. We should put out what we want to put out because people are bound to like it if we like it. But like we should also try to like make it more palatable for people and just the the basic things that you do with photography and filming. You know, it's like the basic understandings, like the rule of thirds, like all these different things, like the settings. But I want to hear what Kurt has to say.
Yeah,
He's very
Kurt's-
quiet, and I'm
I think he's waiting
gonna,
for us to exhaust
Okay.
ourselves so
Yeah,
he
yeah,
can answer all of our
Yeah.
my energy
answer
reserves
all of
are-
our problems.
Yeah, my energy reserves are pretty
like
high.
the
So
like
I
the
don't
Asian
think so.
Jesus he is. He'll come
Alright.
down and solve
And
all
he-
fix all
on
of
a
our
Monday,
sins.
he's coming back.
Before Kurt says anything, he works the hardest.
Yes.
He does the
It's
most.
true.
Makes the best of what we have.
Why all the Steves?
Wild Steves. If he's not dead yet, he will be soon. Yeah. So,
Kurt, it
so
is-
Kurt,
it is Monday. Kurt has been resurrected. It's
it's
coming down to-
Sunday, but
Are we ready?
please don't.
Can I
Are
have-
we ready?
Can
I
we
don't know.
have,
I don't know.
can I
There
have
we
the
go.
talking stick?
Put my
Zach-
seatbelt
The talking stick should literally be the microphone,
Yeah.
and you pass it around.
on. I'm buckled in.
all right. He's buckled in, boys. Are you
Uh,
ready for a wild ride? Let's do this.
You guys. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Oh, don't bring
this a
Soundwave into
metaphor?
this. Leave
Soundwave.
Soundwave alone.
Is this car a metaphor?
Oh, is this from the
Yeah, it's
Bumble?
from
Bumble?
yeah. Never gonna go
I thought
away.
you broke him.
I did, and then I put him back together.
Ah.
That's how. Did you see when Bumblebee?
Is this Kurt saying he's gonna break us and then put us back
Okay,
together?
okay. Should, everybody's waiting.
Everybody shut up.
And that's the end of our podcast.
Yeah. He cuts off right here. That's it, right?
Dun, dun, dun. A lot of this is like, this is why I wish we had these talks more often, but it's good that we're having one. But I'm kind of on a different page with some of these things than you guys. Like Brat, I'm kind of in an opposite page, like direction that you're thinking, right? Because as Zach and I as artists, obviously we value quality a lot, but that's from our own standards and all that stuff, right? So when I think about, whether people are going to watch it or not, when we think of good and bad, right? I've learned to accept that quality, good and bad, is subjective, right? And I know for an artist like Zach and I, that's actually something really hard to immediately accept, right? It's like, no, why the fuck is the camera out of focus?
Yeah.
At the same time, on YouTube, and we're talking about like YouTube here, there's all kinds of videos that I've watched, varying quality, right? Like remember I showed you what was that, Dr. whatever?
Yeah.
And it's just
Oh,
crap
yeah.
quality, but it's pretty funny to watch, right? And there's just things that are, it's like, if somebody like was really used to like watching whatever, like super high quality AAA movies all the time, and then they watch The Office, they'd be like, why is the camera shaky? Like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? Like, to me, because only this reason, because the internet has opened up to like, what the fuck is a vlog? Like, what are these videos that aren't even like, what is our sitcom's not even 30 minutes with 2 commercial breaks. It's fucking 5 minutes and then Zach singing the opening. It's like, what? I don't even know.
Yeah.
But like, we have a thing that I believe in. Like, I believe in the vision of Front Desk. Even if the quality, because the whole thing with Front Desk to me is not the quality at all. It's just a bunch of fucking idiots at the gym.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not saying that we shouldn't try to work on quality or anything like that, right? But in that sense, I do agree with Sim too, right? Is that obviously that takes time and effort, but it's because that even puts us more at the expense of not posting. And at any point in time, you could post anything, and that could be the thing that says you don't know. Like every time you post something, that could be the thing. Like, and it might not, and because it's kind of like this guy. I don't know. I've been watching. Actually, no, I haven't really. But I was looking at this toy, the Power Rangers, white Saba sword, the Saba sword,
Yeah.
and it's like a collector's item. And then I looked at a review, and then there's this guy that pops up, Hassan Ahmed or something, and I looked at it, and he's just like a dude on a couch reviewing the sword, and I'm like, why is this guy at the top, like video? Because he's just like on his couch,
Yeah.
like they usually have like the white background and the whatever.
But no, he's just on
And then he's the top. I'm like, he's just some dude. And then I look at his profile, and he's like, no offense, he's kind of like balding and stuff, and he just looks like a middle-aged kind of like, just I don't. He's not even like a cool kid. He's not even like Logan Paul, like, oh, I'm some cool YouTuber, right? He's just like a dude, but he's super passionate about Power Rangers, you can tell. And then you click on his channel, he has like 120,000, which isn't like a million, but it's 120,000 is a lot to me, right?
120,000.
Yeah, 120,000 more than we have,
That's what I
right?
was thinking.
Right? And then he's just like loves Power Rangers. He just fucking loves Power Rangers so much. And then I feel like if you look at all this channel like from the beginning, it's the same thing like Jobby the Hall. All these guys that like I'm referencing guys you don't even know, but all these YouTubers or like Pros D. Remember I show you guys Pros D all the
His
time.
videos are still garbage, not
There's-
garbage quality, but because he started off with that shitty way of doing it.
Yeah.
He's been doing it the whole way, and he has however many million
And
people watching his
that's
videos
his
all the
style
time. Yeah.
because he knows
And it
what
turned
he,
into his style. Yeah.
right? It turned into that's what he is, right?
Yeah.
And if we want to do quality, we can do quality, right? But quality to me is subjective in that sense, right?
No, you're
like
totally right
like
with
Pros
everything.
D is hilarious, but it's literally just him with his phone like me, this guy, now I'm a different guy. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the whole video.
And he has
Right?
his voices and stuff like that. And
But like you guys are saying, if you guys care about certain things, then yes, like Simran's saying too, it's like then we have to you guys have to show up and do the thing.
Yeah.
Right? But I also don't want to get hung up on like because so when I'm doing these 1-minute videos, for example, right? Like I'm learning to just not watch it after. Because if I watch these 1-minute videos after, I'm like, you fucking loser. Like, what are you fucking doing right now? And I don't want to post it. And I'm like, oh, let's make another one. And I try to make another one. And then I'm like, and then I stumble again. I'm like, oh fuck, I should make another
My
one.
one video I made took me like 6 tries.
seriously?
Yeah,
I
because
thought you did it.
I'd be like, fuck, I'm over a minute and I wanted to say thank you. I'm like, fuck. Or I like stumble on my words. I'm like, fuck.
The first try, my video got cut off and I just posted it. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah. I
No, but Brad, you're very good at speaking on your feet. I feel like you're the best at like
Yeah.
speaking
up
on your
bullshit.
I was gonna contribute, but like I was really sick and delirious at the same time, so like, I'm not gonna do it. But eventually, you know when you did your first impressions of Jump Force, I was gonna do my first impressions of Curtis's first impressions of Jump Force,
Sick.
and I was gonna review your video of reviewing it.
Sick.
But I thought Curtis started off pretty strong. I thought he had some good.
Simran always does this thing where he like just goes off whatever Curtis says. It's the
Yeah.
funniest thing. Curtis is like, oh,
And I'm like,
this guy's like, hey, I have nothing to say, but I just want to.
when he first did
No,
that
he
video,
fucking-
I laughed so hard. I'm like, what the fuck was that sound?
And then I
I'm
thought
like,
you
I
were-
should post this.
And then I thought you were gonna make another one, but then you fucking went off his, and then I had to go off yours, and I think that shit's fucking jokes. But that right there.
If I wasn't sick, I would have posted a whole minute of me going, yeah, Curtis
should've.
started, whatever.
Should have. Don't worry, I'll
I mean, the whole debate of subjectiveness and art, like, we can go on forever.
So-
but I agree. Like,
So,
it
and
is
then-
subjective, and people could find it palatable the way it is, and we have found people who do enjoy it. It's just we're also in a format of a sitcom, so there are certain like levels, like it comes down to like me, like my personal like what I want out of the quality of it. I want it to look
But-
like a regular sitcom.
But you
then-
have to be okay with
Yeah.
posting like 70% sometimes.
No, I understand.
because it's
and
like the math will work out like 10
70% or
yeah, it beats 100%.
I 100% agree with that.
I 70%
I agree with that.
That's all I need.
10 times.
So, and then the other thing I wanted to say too was that it comes down to like the intent of like what are we trying to do, right? So, even if the execution looks the same, you have to know what your intent is because eventually that will play out. So, what I mean by that is like, and we've talked about this. It's like, oh, our fans really like this, so we're giving back to them because they asked us for this, so we're gonna make this type of content. There's that. That's like you're giving, right? The flip side where it might look the same is like, what are people gonna like? What's the most views or how are people, whatever, right? That's a selfish thing. That's your
That is,
taking,
yeah.
right? That's like, I'm trying to make something that people are gonna, so I can get the likes.
Well, it's like I'm trying to
you
trick
just-
people
You just
into
talked about
watching
this
my
in the
thing.
latest 1 minute viral vid one. you were talking about,
Yeah.
like you don't want to eat Tide Pods and stuff, and I 100% agree with that. I think
So,
that,
but it might look
full-on-
the same. It's
Yeah.
just that the intent has to be very clear,
Yeah.
right? Because eventually, over time, that will play out, right? Like people will
sure,
see,
yeah.
they'll feel it, right? Like, oh, is this guy trying to fucking growth hack, or is he trying to give back because this is the shit he actually like? It's because like I romanticize those guys like on YouTube that are like. So like the Power Rangers guy, like now I subscribe to him because he fucking loves Power
Yeah.
Rangers. Like he's just himself, and he's so I don't know.
Yeah,
It's so yeah, like it's so like alluring to just like wow, he's just himself, and like I feel like he's like reviewing an album from Pentatonics. I don't know who they are, but I feel like
Oh, the guys that do the beatboxing and all that.
is that
Yeah,
what they
they
are?
were on
Yeah,
YouTube.
they're like,
5 people or
acapella
whatever.
kinda.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then
No.
he's like
I
listening
love
to
how we
it.
all knew.
Yeah.
He's got all those Pentatonics people. We're like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
that's-
yeah.
that's-
They actually have a concert in Vancouver. I'm pretty like pretty soon.
I'm gonna go down probably this weekend. Yeah.
But he's like doing a live review of these listening to it, and he's just saying that like, yeah, like they're really, and I'm like, how are you so comfortable being this guy? But it's
Yeah.
like it's so cool
He's
that
just
he
himself.
is, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well, and like I think I mentioned it to you guys maybe a couple months ago, but there's a guy that I watch that does like I love voice acting and making voices and doing stupid shit, and there's a guy that does that on YouTube called Black Griffin,
Oh yeah, you
and,
mentioned.
and he legit took 8 years for him to get to 1 million, but like he like 8 months in between he took off and he went to the army for a couple of years. Like he did a bunch of shit and he came back in and then tried it again for 6 months and then bounced, and so he was on and off, and then for the last 4 years he was pretty consistent or whatever. But over the course of the 8 years, and he made all different kinds of videos. Sometimes him and his bro just made like fighting action videos. Like this is back in the day on YouTube, like they could just make anything. And he just was trying different shit, and then finally he found that the voice acting and him doing dubs of different characters, singing different songs and stuff, like that was his niche, and he's always been the same guy, whatever.
Yeah.
And so then when he finally hit 1 million subs, I was like, you're the fucking man. Like you've been
only when he hit 1 billion subs.
1 million subs. No, like
mean
no. But
anything.
he made a video, and you could see how happy he was
I
like,
know,
that
I'm
he
just
hit
kidding.
1 million
Yeah.
subs, and I'm like, you
Yeah.
fucking deserve it. You've been putting in that work, and you fucking you've
Yeah.
been doing it, and you've stuck to yourself. You weren't eating Tide Pods and shit. And that video, that 1 minute video, I made sure that I fucking had to bring it up because I agreed with it. The longevity of it. You don't want to fucking be faking it and like fucking like
Oh, the viral.
the viral vid, the
yeah.
1 minute, and like you like I don't want you don't want to be hating yourself and be like, oh, I gotta fucking think of the next stupid thing that I like that's going on. Like you want to be yourself.
Yeah.
You want to be fucking sitting around with Power Ranger action figures or
Because
fucking
it's
making
not
up-
it's not just me being romantic though. I feel like it is practical as like a long-term thing, and that's what I mean by that, right? Because it's like if you're not yourself, that can only last for so long until you're like fuck, right? But if you're yourself, that's just forever. You can do that for
I
your
think
whole
we
life.
are doing pretty good.
pretty
at
good on
being
that part. Yeah,
ourselves.
it's
I
like
don't think we've really tried to bite any trends or anything. We're just kind of we want to make a sitcom. We made a weird sitcom.
Well,
about
I
front
just mean,
desk,
like,
we play a stupid video game.
Specifically, if you want to talk about like the things we're talking about right now, it's like what is the quality thing, right?
Well,
Like what are we
okay.
talking about here, right? I know, like me, obviously, I would love to improve the quality and whatever, but I'm accepting of the like, yeah, like we're at 80%, but like that's where we're at. That's as much time as we can put in, and like as much as we can
For-
get done, right?
For me, it's nothing to do with what we're doing. I want to just continue making scene doubles and front desk. I have no
Yeah.
problem with that. It's literally just the camera, like the white and the yellow shots and stuff like that, and the audio. That's it. There's nothing else. It's not like, yo, Kurt, I want to change it and start eating Tide Pods.
I never said that. I just think
I
that
thought that's what you're asking. If I
no.
wanna change.
I just think that if you're talking about, oh, people aren't watching it because of this, I don't know if that's really what it is. Like, I don't know, because I mean, there's lots of people that aren't gonna watch it. I just don't know if the quality is gonna make that much. Like, sure, we might get a couple people or like whatever, but I don't think that's the main determinant. Just because that's not what the show is about to me. Like, the show to me is like, yeah, like just a bunch of idiots running around the gym, right? And it's like, I would obviously, again, I want to improve this over time and whatever, but I guess it does come down to, like I said, is like I haven't seen. No offense, like we don't spend the time.
No, I know,
right?
We've all pointed it out.
Yeah, right. So I mean, but that said, I don't even think it's that important. I guess it's like the difference it would make to luring people in, I guess, I think is minimal in my opinion. Also, just because like even if we did get however many people watching because of that, I don't think that'd just be a weird thing for that's why they're watching it. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, the quality's so good in front desk because the camera works so great.
I don't
Like,
think
Well,
it's
no,
like
I think
that.
no.
that.
I think the
It's
point
just-
is that it makes them keep watching it.
Yeah, it's not oh the
Like it
camera
can be.
quality's sick and
I
the
can
audio's
get what
sick,
he's
so I'm gonna
saying,
watch
where
it.
it's like something so jarring, like in the middle of something that you are watching, that it turns you off from what's
watching.
good about it, right?
no, you
And
know,
it-
you know, I get that, I guess too,
Yeah.
but I guess it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's not as some parts, yes, but that's some shit where that's like our fault that we overlooked them. I'm thinking about specific
it
things that
is,
when I'm
yeah.
editing, it's like we just didn't think about what it would be like from like I'm talking and then suddenly
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're talking, right? That was just our fault in
And
planning.
that's way more evident in the first season episodes.
No, yeah,
beginning
it's
ones.
gotten a lot better.
It's
I was
gotten
even
better,
gonna
yeah,
say
it's
that
really
last episode that you posted, the audio like is all pretty level, like it's balanced, and I was like, wow, it's like I'm sure this was a fluke, but like
Hey,
it worked out, and I was like, that's
Hey.
great. Like
Well, I mean, the thing with the audio is we're working with one
cam-
H4,
yeah, one-
right? And then we have
No, I get
most.
that.
We sometimes we have like 3 people talking. You know what I mean? It just
like, in
it's
the
just
middle.
it's
No,
kind of
I-
ridiculous, right?
I'm not aware. Like, I'm aware of the circumstances, so I never am like, okay, well, the audio should be better. We had it like placed there, you know.
Yeah.
But
and
like-
you also realize, you know, the more like it's the time thing too, but also
yeah.
like the headache of the effort of like you invest shotgun mics. You realize you have to have a guy standing there holding the shotgun mics. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No,
so we
because-
need more people too
well,
now.
the cameras are pretty stationary. Person behind the mic, camera can hold the mic.
Like, but where's the shotgun mic gonna be if there's multiple people? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm just saying sometimes, like today, I was gonna film an episode with me, Sadi, and Claudie, and I don't know if we all have the hand. You know, like I said this in past things. Sometimes we just need hands,
Yeah, I know.
right? Like just a guy to like watch the camera, some guy to just tell us what our lines are, right? But right now it's limited to what we have right now, right? We have to be really aware of that too.
Yeah.
But I also just, like I said, going back to, I think, pumping out stuff in, like, I don't know, even if it's at, like I said, even if it's at, like, fucking 60%, we should still pump it out.
No,
like, you know what
I
mean?
agree. Like, we should still like at the end of the day, I'm not editing it and trying to put it out. Like, and you're right. We need to put out content more than quality. I just I think going into the next season, I wouldn't mind if we were like, hey, let's pay more attention to this aspect, like a bit. You know, like.
Well, I'm going to just keep doing my thing.
Well, yeah, okay.
Because
fine.
over time, I found that I've edited better over time. Like, it's faster for me.
No, yeah,
Right?
yeah, for sure.
And I'll probably eventually like, and I have probably learned, I can't think of things right off the top of my head, but I've learned tools to make things faster. I know like in editing in general, I've learned like, I don't want to go into the details, but there's little tools that I've used that make the editing process faster that I've learned from people and whatever, like searching up YouTube videos and whatnot.
Yeah,
Same thing with like color correction. I like color corrected some of the episodes here and there.
yeah.
So like over time, yeah, like I think we'll get better at it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with the way things are going in that sense.
For sure, yeah.
Just thought I'd bring it up. So now can we switch over to On the Reg?
Yeah, are we even gonna do seeing over today?
Yes. Oh shit, are we
It's
ready
like
time?
5:09.
Okay, let's get in there. Fucking record. You'll catch us next week on the Rag.
On the rag.
On the rag.
That's right.
What was she on?
She's on the Rag.
Sorry. Bye. Thanks for listening.
Bye guys.